What's up, everybody? Another day, Dollar. You already know what it is. Welcome to Off the Bounce. I'm your host, Hefe Picks. I got my co-host Alpha Dog with me, and my other guy, BB. How we doing?
Good. Another day coming in off a big NBA night. Hit all three bets last night. Excited to try and do it again. BBB, what is up with you, my friend?
Good. Went 2-1 yesterday on a monster slate. So yeah, I'm ready to dive into a smaller slate today. Gonna have to get pretty sharp on today. But yeah, I'm ready to get into it with you boys.
All right. Well, you know the vibes here, folks. First of all, you already know. Thank you to the man, the myth, the legend, Pure Wage. If you don't follow him, follow him. If you don't use him, use him. If you don't know about him, find out about him. Guys, yesterday was a big slate yesterday. We're gonna start off the day going off the slate. Today we got only a 4-gamer, so we'll still go through every game. We got some best bets, so don't nobody move. Everybody who's watching, can't thank you enough. Make sure you subscribe, make sure you retweet, and let's have a show where we have an interactive one. Make sure you comment. Alpha's watching the comments. We're gonna go through everything with you guys. We're gonna have a lot of fun. Without further ado, let's break it down. We had a big NBA slate yesterday. A ton of games, and some good ones, some bad ones. Start with, in my opinion, the Hornets Pistons. This is just a quick one. Kelly Oubre, man, 8 threes in the fourth quarter. First time since 2016 that somebody's done that. Dude was on fire. I don't know if you guys watched that or not. Another great game, Rockets Wizards. Kevin Porter Jr. comes from leaving his team at halftime to hitting a game-winning shot. So shout out to him for coming through for the team. You guys watch any of these two games?
Yeah, I watched a little bit of that Hornets game. Impressive win for them. They dropped 140 points. The Pistons defense is just abysmal, guys. We say this all the time on this show. Cade Cunningham had a decent night, dropped 16 points. But, I mean, when you're the Pistons, they're a 3-16 team on the road, giving up 140 points. They're just struggling right now on the defensive end. So they're a team to watch on the fade market right now for sure. BBB, do you have anything on these games?
I didn't have any action on it, but it was really nice to watch Kelly Oubre just tear it up. He had one of the craziest heat checks we've seen in a while, where he just had 8 threes. When you're hot like that, you don't stop pulling. So that was cool to witness. A similar instance happened over with the Pacers with Lance Stevenson, who dropped 20 consecutive points for them in the first quarter.
I don't know if I've ever seen that before, man. 20 consecutive, like literally 20 consecutive points. The Pacers had 17 points, and then at the end of the first, they had 37. And that whole entire 20-point span was all Lance Stevenson. He was on one. But speaking of that game, what do you guys think of Kyrie, man?
And he came back, he did his thing. He had 22 points. He hit that over on the very end on his last shot, I believe. But a great comeback for that Nets team. They look good. And, on the other end with the Pacers, Sabonis had himself a night. He had a triple-double. He dropped 32 points, 12 rebounds, 10 assists. He was all over the court. But the Nets are getting back, man. And if you heard KD after the game, he just looked relaxed. He looked the happiest he's been all year. So that team's starting to come back together, and they should be getting it rolling now with Kyrie.
Totally. Moving on to the Jazz Nuggets. I mean, what does Jokic have to do to get some damn help? 26, 21, and 11 is the number he posted. He's the only player in the last 3 years. He's had 3 of these 2020 triple-doubles. All 3 games, losses. I don't know what that says. I don't know if that's a coincidence. The man's got to get some damn help. We're talking about the MVP here. Yes, they played the Jazz last night. They lost. The Jazz are one of the best teams in the league, complete teams in the league. But still, man, I mean, the Jazz got 36 from Bogdanovic. So
yeah, that kind of went under the radar there.
Let's call it what it is. Moving on. Last couple games of the night, we had the Heat beat the Blazers and the Hawks beat the Kings. Anything from those 2 games, guys?
I had the Hawks in that one. It was a good cover at the end. Was hoping the Kings would do exactly what they did the night before, and sure enough, they choked it away in the final minutes. So good for the Hawks. They got it done without most of their weapons as well. So 108-102 winner there. Happy to cash it.
Absolutely, man. And to me, I just got to say one thing. De'Aaron Fox, keep balling, man. You'll be a Knick really, really soon. We're going to trade for you. Don't worry. Keep balling. All right, guys, let's move on from the recap and let's break it down. We got a 4-game slate today. Nothing crazy, but we're going to go through each game. We got to start The
Game of
Knicks
the year
versus the Celtics, baby. I mean, look, guys, the Knicks have played well against the Celtics this year so far. In particular, Evan Fournier is averaging 33 points in 2 games they played. I believe they split. We all remember the season opener, double overtime victory that the Knicks had, where we thought we were going to go 82-0. That ended very quickly. I'll start this one off, guys. I think this is a good spot for the Knicks, plus 2.5. Celtics coming off a back-to-back. They lost to the Spurs last night. Jason Tatum's first game back from COVID. Played 38 minutes last night. That's a lot of minutes after not playing for a week or so. Jaylen Brown is balling. He had 30 points last night, but they didn't get it done. I heard this take today. I can't even take credit for it. I heard it on ESPN that the coach, Ime Udoka, is being too much like a bro and not being enough like a coach, trying to be too friendly with the players, trying to kind of like act like he's one of the players, and he needs to step up and be a coach and hold people accountable. The last night is a game the Celtics need to win, and they need to step up in general. I think that team's going through some stuff, and they got to figure it out. I like the Knicks tonight plus 2.5. It's a play I like a lot, and it's not just because I'm a Knicks fan. This is me looking at it subjectively. Alpha, start us off. What do you think?
You guys know what I've been doing with our Knicks recently. We're going to keep the train rolling. It's been cashing a lot for us. We're taking the under here, guys. Back-to-back for the Celtics. Tatum shot 20 times last night, only hit 6 of them. I think he's going to have another volume shooting night. It's in Madison Square Garden, but I don't know if he's going to have an efficient night. I think this one stays low again. Both teams have most of their weapons back. It's nice looking at the injury report and seeing it pretty empty.
I know.
But the one thing the Knicks are going to be without is with both their point guards. They have no Derrick Rose, no Kemba Walker, and we know that the Knicks need to move the ball on offense to get buckets. They're a catch-and-shoot team, move the ball, grind to the basket. So they're going to struggle a little bit in that area, and it's going to be a defensive grind, I believe. The Knicks are 27th in the league in points per game, so I think this one is going to stay right where we need it to. Under 209 is my play on this one. BBB, tell me why you're on the Knicks.
Not going to lie, I kind of lean the Celtics here. I think this is a good spot for them, but that's not where my play is going to be. I'm actually going to build off of what you're talking about with Jason Tatum. I do think the volume will be there tonight. His points, rebounds, and assists is set at, I believe, 33.5 right now, and I love that spot. He got his rust out last game. Whether he's efficient or not, I think he's going to be taking a lot of shots tonight. He's averaging about a little over 8 rebounds a game, so he's going to have those. That's there every night. If he has a decent offensive night, I think he should cruise over this number. I could see him definitely getting, high 30s, almost low 40s, depending on what type of night he has. But either way, I think he should cruise over this number. He's hit 7 of his last 10.
What's the number?
It's sitting at 33.5. I like it all the way up to
33.5.
Honestly.
Does it bother you at all that it's his second game back and on a back-to-back? Do you think they may limit his minutes a little bit? Do you think he's going to be a full go? Because, he was out a little bit, out for about a full week, I believe, and it does take a few days to get your conditioning back. And for going so many minutes last night and for playing so hard in a close game, it wasn't like it was a blowout last night. It was a close game the entire time. So do you think that will impact his usage tonight, his minutes tonight, anything like that?
Right. Whenever I have a situation like this, I usually like to go kind of player to player basis here. Jason Tatum's been in the gym. He said it, whether he's supposed to be or not, he's playing on his own. He stayed in shape. I don't think it was super severe what he was going through. I think he'll be all right. He's been itching to get back. He wanted to play all those minutes last night. And I think he's itching to get back after a poor performance last night. So as long as this game stays close as I kind of expect it to, I think he should be able to come out and play a decent amount of minutes tonight.
I like it. Hefe, what are you looking at?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I like the Knicks. I don't think this is going to take a lot of thought for me. I like the way that they play the Celtics. Even in the game in Boston, they played them tough. And like I said, I think the Celtics have something to figure out right now. And I can't figure out what it is, but they're not playing up to their potential, I think is what I'm trying to say.
They don't have an identity.
Yeah, it's another good way to put it. They don't have an identity, and they should. They're not a garbage team. They have two wingers who are best wings in the league. Jason Tatum is one of the top players in the league. Yep. And they can't figure it out. We saw Jaylen Brown drop 50 the other night. The guy has immense talent. He's a two-way player, one of the best. Anyway, off my soapbox. I'm on the Knicks plus 2.5 for this game. Let's move on, guys, to the Grizzlies and the Pistons. Not the who's in the city right now with the honking horns?
Yeah, that's my bad. Window's open.
What's going on there? We got an accident?
There's some stuff going on.
There's a lot going on.
We might have to go out there and do some live reporting, see if we can find out. After the Grizzlies game.
Anyway, guys, we got the Pistons visiting the Grizzlies tonight. The Grizzlies are hot. The Pistons are not. That's simply put, right? Memphis is looking for its 7th straight victory overall. The Pistons are coming off an absolute butt whooping last night from the Hornets. They lost by
300.
29,
300.
which is pretty normal. Last time we saw the Grizzlies, they outright beat the Cavs in Cleveland, which is not an easy thing. Before that, they beat Brooklyn in Brooklyn. 2 games before that, they beat Phoenix in Phoenix. You get my point. The Grizzlies are playing fantastic. John Morant is probably the most improved player. He's going to possibly be an all-star starter. He has taken that leap. Sometimes you look for a player when he's a rookie or even a second year, and you see flashes. But then when you see consistency, he's officially taking that leap. John Morant has taken that leap. He is a star in this league and will be one for a long, long time. Let me not waste any more time on this. I don't have an official play on this game because it's a 12.5-point spread, but I lean the Grizzlies. They're more talented than the Pistons. They're deeper than the Pistons, and I believe more importantly, they're healthier than the Pistons right now. Pistons have Corey Joe, Frank Jackson, Isaiah Livers, and Chris Smith out.
Missing the one person.
Who, Jeremy Grant?
Jeremy Grant. Yeah, that's the most important player.
Well, he's out indefinitely. He has a major injury. He's out for a while.
Agreed. But he's someone you have to talk about. That team clicks defensively when he is on the floor. He is the best defensive guy to have.
I'm going to tell you right now, this is nothing to do with this game. If the Pistons are not chopping Jeremy Grant, they're out of their minds.
But he's hurt. Who's going to buy him?
I understand, but he's not hurt to the point that he's going to miss the whole season. I think he's going to be out for another couple weeks. They need to trade him. He's the only player on their team that can provide a return, and the Pistons need quantity, not quality right now. They have too many holes to fill, too many necessities. Anyway,
they need a lot. They
need a lot of help. I'm leaning with the Grizzlies here, minus 12.5. It's not one of my best bets. Not even an official play. If you want to play this game, that's my lean. BBB, what do you got? Anything? Player prop?
Yeah, I'm diving into the player props here again. Kind of going to be a theme today since it's kind of a smaller slate, trying to find the little golden nuggets in here.
Oh, I love nuggets.
Similar to the LeBron line that we had, a couple nights ago. I think this is a great fade spot for John Morant. Not necessarily because I think he's just going to fall apart or anything, but I think his line is just getting a little bit inflated with how well he's playing, which no doubt he's definitely been playing amazing. I think, like you said, this should be a Grizzlies domination game, so we could also see him leaving the game early. But also, he's just, the line's just way too high right now. I'm seeing it sitting at 40.5, 39.5 in some books for his points, rebounds, and assists. I like the under on that. I wouldn't go crazy with it again, but I think this is a game the Grizzlies should just dominate, and then we could see them sitting the next half of the game. So that's my my angle for this game. What do you got, Alpha?
I'm laying off this one, guys. On only a 4-game slate, I don't have any props on this one, and I'm not going to force anything on an inflated line, which I believe. You can't take the Pistons right now, especially on the road. They're just the worst team in the NBA on the road. So not touching it. Hefe, do you have anything on this one?
Yeah, my lean is the Grizzlies. It's a straight lean. It's not an official play. This is simple, guys. Let's not make it complicated. The Pistons are not good. The Grizzlies are probably at the hottest stretch of their season right now with John Morant now. Which honestly, we're not talking about the Grizzlies as much as we should be. They're going to be here at the end of the year, and they're one of those tough teams that when playoffs come and possessions get shorter, they excel in that type of a situation. But we got a long season to go before then. All right, guys.
Let's get into the good games.
Yeah, let's get into this. This should have been a good game, but we had some injury news. Warriors, Pelicans. Warriors coming off a back-to-back. They scored 82 points last night in the loss to the Dallas Mavericks on Dirk night. Warriors, no Steph Curry tonight. No Draymond Green tonight. No Toscano Anderson tonight. They're facing a Pelicans team that's pretty much healthy. So this is one of those where you have to kind of dig a little deeper than the matchup to see who's playing and who's not. The line is minus 1.5 towards the Warriors coming in as road favorites. It's a tough one here, guys, because the Warriors obviously are without everything that makes them the Warriors tonight. Andrew Wiggins is going to be the lead dog, and while Andrew Wiggins is quietly having, in my personal opinion, hot take, an all-star season. I think he can take the task of leading the team. They have a great cast of young guys. Man, am I excited for Sunday to see Klay come back. This team is going to be scary good when healthy. We forget about James Wiseman, too. Number 2 overall pick. I mean, this team is going to be so deep come playoff time. I don't know. Their second rotation could start for the Pistons. Literally.
100%.
Anyway, guys, my lean on this game is the Warriors' money line. I still think even with Steph and Dre out, they have enough to get it done versus the Pelicans. I know the Pelicans are healthy. Brandon Ingram, great player. He needs to get the hell out of NOLA so he can be in a team that we can actually watch on TV. Give me the Warriors' money line here tonight. Alpha. Anything from you on this one?
Yeah, guys, I have a play on this game. Unfortunately, Hefe, I'm going the opposite of you. I love the Pelicans in this spot due to some of the players that the Warriors are missing, guys. I think Valanciunas is going to absolutely eat. I think Herb Jones is going to absolutely eat. Like we said, no Draymond, no Toscano Anderson. Interior, they're going to have Kevon Looney and Bjelica, if I remotely said that correctly. Neither guy is great on defense. I think we'll see Looney get into foul trouble early. That's really the issue with him. And Valanciunas is a master of getting people into foul trouble. Yep. And he can stretch the floor and hit the open shot. Matchup-wise, I think the Pelicans are going to take it. It is a scary play, guys. It is definitely a scary play. But give me the Pelicans on the money line. Get it at the plus money. Let's get some value there. BBB, I hope you see it the same way I do.
I actually do. It's just I'm going to stick on that player pop train today. That just seems to be the way to go for me today. Building off your analysis, I don't see anyone that's going to be able to stop Valanciunas tonight. I like his over 32.5 points, rebounds, and assists. Like you said, having either Looney or Bjelica, I can never pronounce his name right, but he is, Bjelica is not that big of a guy, especially compared to Valanciunas. I think he will feast on him anytime he is in there. And like you said, if they get into foul trouble, then they are very, very in trouble. I do lean with the Pelicans on this one, but I'm, taking the Pelicans is just a scary, scary thing. So I'm going to be going with what I feel is the more safer option because I feel, whether they blow this game at the end or not, Valanciunas is going to have a great game throughout the entire thing. So I could see this going either way because the Warriors, they are one of those teams that just, when they are losing all those people, they're such a great team, like an actual team.
Yes, they are
built on one or two players. Like they play such good team basketball, such fun to watch. But
basically, what you're saying is they're the anti-Blazers.
They are literally the opposite of the Blazers. They play team basketball.
For sure. I agree with you on that one. I think that prop's going to be a good play for you, especially that's what I'm building my analysis on as well. So hope we cash the best of them. But Hefe, can you take them into my POD game, please?
POD game time, ladies and gents. Last game, the night game. The Los Angeles Clippers are heading to the Valley to play the Phoenix Suns. I see this line at 10.5. The Clippers are getting as the road dogs here. Obviously, no PG for the Clippers. The Suns have a slew of injuries themselves. No Luke Kennard for Clippers either, but everybody else should be going for them. Oh, no Zubac, I'm seeing.
No Zubac.
So, I mean, this is a, as Alpha would say, this is another injury bowl game. Yep. And I'm going to actually kick it off to you, BBB, first. So what do you like in the night slate, Clips Suns?
Yeah, this is going to be kind of a scary one. I'm actually going to go with the side on this one. I like the Clippers here. I think this line is just a little inflated here. The Suns have been playing. They're one of my favorite teams to watch. They just play such great basketball, but they still are without Aiden, who I personally think is just one of the core pieces of this team that kind of makes or breaks them. They have played really well even without him, but I just think without him tonight and, some of their other key defensive pieces that they have out that, 10.5 is just a lot of points. Plenty of room for a backdoor there. How do you feel about this one, Alpha?
Well, guys, my POD is going to be on the Clippers plus 10.5. I think it's too many points. Let's take a look and see who the Suns are missing tonight, guys. DeAndre Ayton is out, Jay Crowder is out, and McGee is out. Those are arguably their three best defensive players. I know McGee doesn't play the most minutes, but he is huge on the interior. So if you don't have either of your centers, plus you're missing Jay Crowder, who you guys know, Clam Crowder as I call him, he is the X factor to that team defensively. He completely stops the other team's offense, and he knocks down the open shot. They're missing Shaman as well. He's not a great player, not too worried about that. But with the Clippers tonight, we are going to be getting most of their guards back in action tonight. The only one they're not going to have is Kennard. So they'll have Reggie Jackson, they'll have Bledsoe, they'll have Mann, and I think that's enough to cover the way inflated 10.5. So give me that Clippers. Fuck it, plus 10.5. Hefe, what are you looking at?
Ladies and gentlemen,
are we going for the triple bang?
Triple bang! Clippers plus 10.5. I love it. I love the value you're getting here. I think the Suns can get it done tonight, but I would not be surprised if the Clippers keep it close and pull one out. This line screams backdoor to me. It's always the other guys. When you talk, and let me explain this. When you're talking a big spread, right, a double-digit spread, and a team that doesn't have their main players in, it's these other guys who are getting these 10-day contracts. They balling out no matter what. They don't care if they're down 30 or down 5. They're balling out because they have things to prove, because in 10 days, no more of this, and they want to earn that. So tonight, I love the Clippers plus 10.5. You want to know who I love that's playing tonight that I saw? Brandon Boston Jr., man.
Love that guy.
Got a wet jumper. Wet jumper for the Clippers.
Baby.
I really like him. 19-year-old rookie out of Kentucky who worked his way through the G League up into the Clippers, was a late second-round pick, has a lot of value, really raw player. I love what he brings to the team. And yeah, it is a triple bang. We're all on it. This is going to be a best bet for me. It's Clippers plus 10.5, ladies and
y'all heard it, guys. We are all on it. The boys are on it. And guys, that's going to be it for our breakdown. But the people still need the best bets. Hefe, we're ready to give it to him.
Wait. Not yet. You already know. Just another thank you to the man, Pure Wage. If you don't know, get to know him. He will make your life a better place. And now, without further ado, clear your throat and take the show.
All right, boys. Wade to LeBron. Let's get it. Best bets time, boys. First best bet is going to be the Clippers plus 10.5. Love that play. Favorite play of the night by far in any sport. And my other best bet is going to be the Pelicans money line. You currently get that at minus 105 on FanDuel. And for a third play, I guess I'll call it a best bet as well. We're going to go all in on it. Knicks, Celtics, under 209. BBB, give the people your 3. And then Hefe will give his 3. And then I got to give another college basketball play after yesterday.
Yeah, we got time for college basketball.
We got a little more to go. So BBB, give your best bets.
All right, so my best bets today, I'm going to start off with Jason Tatum over 33.5 points, rebounds, and assists. And then staying on that train, I'm going with Valanciunas over 32.5 points, rebounds, and assists. And then, I was a little scared, but once I found out that Alpha's play of the day is on the Clippers, I might as well take Clippers money line. I'm not going to get that crazy, but I'm going to take plus 10.5 because that's how, whenever his play of the day is on it,
I'll smack you
through the roof. I know it's smacking. So that's going to be my third best bet of the day.
All right, that leaves me, huh? All right, guys. Well, you already know it. It's Knicks plus 2.5 is the first best bet of the day. Let's not even play games here. And the second best bet of the day, I'm going with the Clippers plus 10.5. I'm rolling with the dogs. I'm rolling with the boys. We're all in it together. I'm only giving out 2 tonight. It's my most confident plays. If you want like a third, kind of like alpha, like kind of like a lean, call me crazy. Grizzlies minus 12.5. Guys, the Pistons just are. They don't show up, man.
It's a tough one.
It's a tough one, and I'm not saying it's the best bet. It's just it's my strongest lean outside of my two best bets. All right, like Alpha said, short show, short slate. So we feel like we owe you guys kind of a freebie, and we're gonna give out a free college basketball play with everybody that's still in the live. And by the way, thank you. This show has been absolutely jam packed with videos.
Yeah.
And
you guys are awesome.
We can't thank you guys enough. You guys are really freaking awesome, man. So shout out to all of you. College basketball. You know what? Screw it. I'll start it off. I'm liking USC tonight, guys. The late Eastern Standard 11 o'clock p.m. tip. Nothing better. I see them at minus. Just want to make sure. Yes, minus 5.5. USC undefeated, number 7 in the country at Cal tonight. I just think they're too good, too fast, too powerful, and too athletic for Cal to handle. I can get them at minus 5.5. I'm going to take that. I think USC rolls. They win by 6 or more, and they stay undefeated. Quietly, by the way, undefeated. BBB.
Yeah, I like it.
What do you got in the collegiate basketball?
I got a couple spots that I like tonight. Haven't locked anything yet officially, but I am liking Indiana. They're sitting at about minus 3.5 right now, I believe. And then one other spot I'd been kind of looking at was Wisconsin, sitting at minus 3.5 as well. So numbers shouldn't be hard to forget. They're both minus 3.5.
Love it. All right, guys. I'm going to give the people a down and dirty, degenerate college hoops play. God. Schools no one's heard of, and you probably don't even.
Quick.
Let's get dirty.
This game is all over the place. But, boys, we are taking North Dakota versus Nebraska Omaha. Let me make sure I read that right. Nebraska Omaha under 147. Under 147.
What time will that be on ESPN De Ocho?
I believe 8:15, the only 8:15 game to ever tip at 8:15. They gave it the little 15-minute quarter window. If you guys want a actual play from a big school program, I'm also taking the Maryland, Illinois under 141. But I'm not kidding. I love that play. North Dakota, Nebraska, Omaha under 147 as well. So y'all got 2 from me. But boys, that's going to do it for today's Off the Bounce. But we have some news. We will be back tomorrow with Scoop and Score. Slam will be back as well.
Yes.
Preparing for NFL wildcard weekend, guys. We are excited. We have a ton of stuff to go over tomorrow. So make sure you guys stay tuned.
And don't think we don't have an OTB tomorrow, because if you know us, you know. Same time, same place. We'll see you there. Good luck tonight, everybody. Let's cash.